Welcome viewers to Week 14 Npfl review show. The week was great. In the house, I have Nico Wizzy with me.
All right, thank you for having me. It was really a very week of uncertainties, week of glitz and glamour in the Npfl offsets, as usual. And we saw in week 13, we saw a whole lot of drama, more especially with Rangers International against Heartland FC of Owerri, a 0-0 draw. Rangers went down to Owerri to get a positive result, but unfortunately, that could not materialize because of the resilience nature of Heartland FC. So
Okay, the week 13 was so beautiful that we had new leaders and new team at the bottom of the table.
yeah,
Rivers United became first. Bender Insurance climbed out from the 20th position.
Yeah.
Nasarawa United went down. We had 15 goals
yeah,
from the 9 matches, 6 home wins and 4 draw, two score draws and a barren draw.
of course.
We'll quickly go into not forgetting insurance. The coach,
Yeah, Bender Insurance, the
their
coach, of
before.
course. Yeah, their coach Mondo Dige, not like he lost his job, he resigned.
Yeah,
He resigned and said, "I won't continue." And after he submitted his resignation
And the
letter,
team bounced down,
the team
scored.
bounced back and they got a 2-1 victory against Football United.
As I predicted that my
3-1 victory.
3-1 victory, my team was going to win. So we're going to start this week with the first match of the day.
Yeah.
That's Aqua United versus Plateau United. For Aqua United, they have been 18th. They have just fallen. Last week, week 12, they were 16th. Now they are 18th. And this team, I don't know what to say. We talked about it. Is it the stadium or what is wrong with this team? This is one of the best team funded by the government, just having 12 points, winning just 3 matches all season, drawing 2 and 7 losses. Plateau United, Plateau United is okay. They were 17th and currently they are 14th in week 13th, having 15 points. So what's your take on this match?
I believe this time around is going to be a difficult game because Aqua United, because one thing about their poor result is the coach's job is going to be on the line. We also had it happened with Leicester. They lost to Chelsea, they fired the manager. And some people were saying that it was not supposed to be, they weren't supposed to fire the manager. And the board was like, no, this was not because of Chelsea loss. His case has been discussed weeks ago. So I believe Aqua United, just like you mentioned, they are well funded.
Now 18th, falling. They're in relegation.
Yeah, they are well funded by the state government of Akwa Ibom State. But unfortunately, they are not giving out the much needed result. And now they are playing at the Goswell Akpabio Stadium, which is their home ground. So at this time, it's going to be a keenly contested game. It's going to be a tough game because Plateau United, looking at them in their away games this season,
They're poor.
they have been very poor. They are poor travelers.
Aqua United is also poor at home. Just 3 wins.
But you can't rule out the fact that they are playing in their comfort zone, and so it's going to be a very, very difficult game, judging from the fact that you don't rule out Plateau United on what they can be able to offer. But this time, I believe Aqua United will do something, just a narrow victory, because nobody will want to go down the drain. You might say the Npfl is just starting. You look at it, you see that we are in week 14.
And far.
We
are just thank God you said week 14. I'm wondering when Aqua United will get the goal. They just scored 9 goals all season. Plateau attack is just a little bit better with 13 goals. So it's not safe goals are pouring. So where will the goals come from?
The goals will definitely come when you look at this particular fixture. The goals will come either from Aqua United, either from Plateau United. But I believe Aqua United will get a victory because looking at their last game against the side they played, in their last game against El Kanemi Warriors, they lost away from home.
Yeah.
And El Kanemi Warriors is very, very
the draw specialist, just one loss all season.
It's not just about the draws. And looking at El Kanemi, they are a determined team. They are very cautious. They don't want to lose games.
Not just that, they're one of the highest scoring teams in the league.
And so when you look at them, you see how cautious they are. They are very tactical when it comes to their defense. They don't want to lose. They don't want to concede goals. They don't want to lose. So at the end of this, still a draw. And they defeated Aqua United, still showing Aqua United's poor form, both home and away. But this time they are playing at the Goswell Akpabio Stadium.
We are giving them a straight win.
A straight win victory. Narrow win. Narrow, not
So look
like
forward to seeing that. The next match, this is going to be a lovely match. Kanu Pillars versus Uzobu Zobu Eimba. Yeah, this is a lovely match. Eimba did not actually play over the weekend.
Yeah.
They were on international duties. Kanu Pillars sixth. Eimba failed from third to fourth because of lack of no.
They will not also play.
Okay, so this match is also counted.
Yeah, they will not play because of the fact that they are currently in Egypt
Yeah.
for their game against Al Masry in the CAF Confederations Cup, which will take place on Wednesday, the same day that very game will take place.
So that means we're having 2 games on hand.
2 games unplayed, and so we wait to see what will happen.
Okay, but this would have been a very well. Before we leave this, we'll talk about the lovely goal scored by Rabia Ali, the 50-yard free kick that he just placed and put inside a top angle. Anybody that's not watched that, please go out to YouTube and see this goal. This guy and Ahmed Musa, Kanu players have scored almost 18 goals. Between him and Ahmed Musa, have scored almost all the goals in the team.
Of course, you're looking at the 2 players. Rabi Ali has been with the Super Eagles in the past. You also have Ahmed Musa, who has also played for the Super Eagles. So you look at they are not playing for Kano Pillars for the money or whatever. They are playing for the passion for the team. Looking at what they have been able to contribute. Rabi Ali is in his 40s and he's
44.
Yes, 44, and he's still playing games. So you see how dedicated and how passionate he is about playing for Kano Pillars. So he's the captain of the team.
8 goals.
Yes, 8 goals.
And 4 from direct free kicks.
Yeah, very, very impressive for the at his age. Looking at his age, a player at his age, nobody is playing again in his age.
I quite agree with you. The next match we go to is Ikorodu City. These guys are climbing gradually against the draw specialists, the hardest team to beat in the land. Ikorodu is 7th. They have just moved from 8 positions. They have 18 points, 5 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses. And Economy Warriors have left the Frog Eimba to become 3rd on the table. 5 wins, 7 draws, just the 1 lost, with one of the meanest defense, 23 points they have. So, what is your take on this?
I believe Ikorodu City will have something positive coming from this game, looking at the fact that they are playing at their home front. The last time I spoke to one of the directors of the team, Mr. Kadri, he was telling me that 2 of their players got called up to the national team for the game, the Chan Eagles games come December this year. When you look at the team, you see how resilient they are, how motivated they are. This is their first season in the Npfl. They have never been in the Npfl.
Yeah.
And now they are doing fantastically well.
Yes, so bottom of the table and they are climbing.
Of course, they are climbing. Yes, when the season started, they waited for like 4 games, 3 to 4 games before they got their first victory. And now you see them playing their last game.
5 wins, like the same with Economy.
Yes, of course, when you look at them, the last game they played, talking about Ikorodu City, and the last game they played a 0-0 draw against Niger Tornadoes.
Yes, in Mina.
And unfortunately, that was not a favorable result for them. They were not really happy with the result. And looking at the coach, how determined he is, talking about Nuruddin Awololo, the coach of the team, he's really determined and wanting to get results. And so for that very game, the game they are going to play against El Kanemi Warriors. Yes, El Kanemi Warriors don't rule out them. You don't need to rule them out. They are draw specialists.
Yeah, they won't lose.
They are very cautious.
I don't think they will lose this game.
But this time, I believe, looking at what is on the table, what is on paper.
Okay, this is a team that have played 13 games, just 1 defeat.
Talking about
tells you that El Kanemi tells you that they have grind results in tough places. Eimba, because I think this match, the highest Ikorodu would hope for is a draw. I don't think they'll beat. Economy may even surprise us and get. Last week, we did not get any away victories, just 3 draws. So maybe this week will be the week that an away victory we may get. And this will be a classic example of one of the games that an away team can actually win. So we'll quickly go to the next game. Kwara United against our favorite Heartland. And Kwara 10th on the log. They have actually fallen from 7th. They currently have 17 points. Heartland also have 17 points. So what's your take on this match?
Heartland over, looking at Heartland FC, the last time they played against Rangers International, unfortunately, they could not score in front of their home fans.
Yeah.
And that's really, it puts a lot of concern on the job Emmanuel Amuneke is doing at that club. Yes, Emmanuel Amuneke is quite an experienced manager and much is expected from him. This is a coach that won the Under-17 World Cup back in 2015 with Victor Osimhen and Samuel Chukwueze and the likes. You look at what he has been able to do. And
Also coached Tanzania, if I
Yes, he
was
coached
correct.
Tanzania at one
Tanzania,
point.
yeah.
And when you look at it, look at his CV and what he has been able to do. You see that what he's doing with Heartland FC is not measuring up with his pedigree as a coach, with what he represents as a coach. Looking at
Well, after the newly promoted team, so I don't think they have.
Heartland has been in the Npfl back in the years. It's just they
That
got
was yes, but this currently they were just lucky to be here. They were
yeah, of
not
course they bought
expected
the
to be
slot.
here.
Yes.
They bought a slot. It's not as if the boys were actually won like Ikorodu City that okay, we played and actually we got here with by the points.
Yeah, so that still boils down to the mentality of the boys. You also look at the coach they employed. They wanted the best. See, the state government the state government
Imo State.
in Imo State wanted the best, and so that's why they employed the services of an experienced coach like Emmanuel Amuneke. Leicester City employed Steve Copper because he won the World Cup. He among the people who applied for that Leicester City job.
Yeah.
When the former coach left, he was the most qualified. Looking at his CV, he won the Under-17 World Cup with England in 2017. So with Jadon Sancho and the likes, and you look at him, you see what he comes with. Anytime he goes to look for a job, they will automatically employ him because of that trophy alone. So, and when you get such job, a lot is expected from you, and that's what is happening with Emmanuel Amuneke. So I believe this particular game he's playing is supposed to be.
It's most like it's going to end in a draw because I classically look at them, both of them 17 points. There's no difference between both of them, so I think it's going to be.
They are going away. Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
It's barren draw.
Yes, but I believe it's going to be
a
victory for Heartland because the management of the team, the state government of Imo State will not wait forever for him to get positive results.
Okay, we look forward to getting those results, as you said. Next match, we'll go to our Rangers Internationals versus Lobby Stars. Rangers 5th on the log. They just fell from 4th positions with 20 points on the log. Lobby Stars, they climbed from 19 to 17, so they're outside of the relegation with their 13 points. They won the last match. So what's your take on this?
I believe for this particular game involving Lobby Stars and Rangers in front of the home fans of Enugu Rangers, the last time Lobby Stars played, it was a 2-2 draw against Kano Pillars.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, they were playing in front of their home fans in Makurdi, and they were supposed to, get a positive victory against Kano Pillars. But they don't rule out Kano Pillars as well. Kano Pillars,
one of the best teams.
Any day, anytime, one of the best teams in the Npfl. And now we have Rangers is playing at the Cathedral. The Cathedral is a fortress. So just like playing against Manchester United back in the days.
It's really a fortress. Five wins, 5 draws, 3 losses. So is that really a fortress?
It's really a fortress because most of the games they won that gave them victory and gave them the title last season. Then their 9th Npfl title was won at home. Of course, so you see, it's a fortress already. Yes, they might have some issues in terms of the.
Kano Pillars won there.
Yeah, of course, Kano Pillars won there because the players were really fatigued.
If I was correct, Economy went there and got a draw.
Yes, of course, but these things. I believe this time around, Rangers will get a positive victory against Lobby Stars. Lobby Stars as well.
Not poor travelers. They are poor travelers.
Yeah, they are poor travelers, really. But Daniel Amokachi has a lot of work to do.
I agree with you.
He has a lot of work to do. And if he does not do something before the next 2 to 3 games, maybe Strong will be on the line.
Okay, let's say you said what? Rangers straight win. So I go with you. Maybe 2 or 3-0 victory. The next game will be between Bayelsa United and Niger Tornadoes. Niger Tornadoes were 8 currently on the log with 18 points, 4 victories, 6 draws, and 3 losses. Bayelsa on the other hand, 16th, just hovering above the relegation with 13 points. One of the just 8 goals they have scored and conceded 14.
Yeah, Bayelsa United, looking at that very game, Bayelsa United and what they stand for. The last time they played against Shooting Stars, they lost 1-0.
Yes,
which,
1-0.
Of course, that game nearly brought, there was a little controversy at the end of that game, which the person involved has been suspended has been definitely suspended from watching Shooting Stars home games. The club released a statement to that effect earlier today. And so when you look at it, you see that a lot has been done to bring stability to the game. So You also give kudos to the NPFL with
Yes.
what they have been, the management of the NPFL with what they have been doing to bring an end to violence in
In
the game of football in the
football, yes.
NPFL. So when you look at this very game between um,
Bayelsa United, Niger
Bayelsa
Tornadoes.
United
Niger
and
Tornadoes.
Niger Tornadoes, you see that it's going to be a keenly contested game for both teams.
Yeah.
Very tough. Bayelsa United has been poor lately, but they need some. It's still left for the coach, Ladamboso, to give them some level of mentality to be able to go into that game and get a positive victory. Yes, Niger Tornadoes, they are really poor travelers. Even at home, they don't really get. I believe they just play to stay in the league.
Bayelsa United are not actually good at home too. Just 3 wins,
Of course, they are not good at
five
home,
draws.
but this time, I believe maybe a draw, just like you said, but maybe somehow a positive 1-0 victory for Bayelsa United based
Okay.
on what we have on paper.
Okay, next game, week 7 game, we have Abia Warriors versus Katsina United. Katsina United, they are progressive, steadily climbing the table, 15th at week 12. Currently, week 12th on the table with 16 points. Scored 11 goals, considered 11 goals. For Abia Warriors, 15th, they are 15th with 15 points. So, what is your take on this match?
I believe Abia Warriors will have the upper head when it comes to the game against Katsina United. Katsina United, you don't also rule them out because this is a team that they will give you a run for your money. They'll try any day, anytime. They'll try everything possible to get a positive victory against whatever team they are playing, whether home or away. And this time around, Abia Warriors, another underperforming team. Looking at what we have, they are just an underperforming team, but they lost their last game against a strong Rivers United at their Dokiam Asemeka Stadium the last time they
Just
played.
1-0.
Just 1-0. And you see how resilient they are. Yes, they actually lost. But you also look at the mentality. They didn't lose so badly. You need to be, I'm just trying to be considerate with them. But I believe this time around they are playing in their home front and it's going to be a difficult game. But you can also it's possible that Katsina United will also score in that very game.
This looks like another classic draw again because two mid-table teams just 16, 15 points. So you can end up in the draw.
Yeah.
Then my match of the week, the match of the guys at the bottom. Nasarawa United versus my beloved Bender Insurance. Bender Insurance have they just won their last match.
Yeah.
Now they're currently on 12 points. Nasarawa United has replaced them as the last team on the log, 19th and 20th. This is usually called a 6-pointer. Both of them on 12 points. So Nasarawa United has the best striker in the land.
Yeah, of course. But they are not
best striker in the land. They have scored 10 goals. He has scored 9
goals
of the 10 goals. That means if he's not playing, okay, this match is very classic. Insurance should just mark
Anas Yusuf.
Finish. I think that is it. Mark him and you won the match.
I believe that when you look at this very game between Nasarawa United and Bendel Insurance, Nasarawa United, they lost over the weekend and they lost to Plateau United.
Yeah.
And it's their third consecutive loss.
Yes.
Unfortunately. But, they have the top scorer. And when you look at the team, sometimes when you play football, the team's momentum, the team's performance do affect players individually.
I agree with you.
But
Insurance is the form team compared to both of them.
Insurance not really informed.
No, Insurance has a win. They have not won. Insurance had a draw. Insurance is like the informed team. Insurance sacked the coach. Sorry, the coach resigned
And
Insurance picked 3 points. So there's a possibility of Insurance actually coming. Okay, I think the catch here is if Insurance can keep Yusuf quiet
in check,
they win the match. If not, I can see him taking 2 or 3 goals to extend his lead because Rabiu Ali is already at his tail
trying to
8 goals with him and he's just 1 goal behind.
Unfortunately,
so I think this will be a very people that watch this match is going to be a very drab match.
It's going to be a very tough game, a tough situation. Two lower performing teams. Looking at the both teams, Nasarawa United, Bendel Insurance, I believe Bendel Insurance is coming with a lot of momentum. It's a new management now.
Yeah,
Somebody is taking charge till they appoint a new
a
coach.
new coach. So
And
he
so
could actually, he's just doing, this is what we call, he's showcasing himself. He does very well. He end up being the
he gets
coach.
the job, of course. So it's going to be a very tough encounter. National United will come back like wounded lions. They will try to get something positive from that very game, because when you look at them, you see they already produced the top scorer in the Npfl, and this guy has not been consistent in the last 3 games they
Yes, he
have
has not
played. He hasn't
scored.
scored, and so he's already they're already in trouble waters already. And when you look at them, you see that the consistency needs to be picked up from somewhere. It needs to pick up from the consistency. Yes, sometimes consistency is very difficult to keep. It's very
Actually,
difficult to maintain. It's so difficult. But and that's why you give it up to the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo of this world, the likes of the Messi of this world, the likes of Erling Haaland of this world.
yes.
You give them kudos for that. To maintaining consistency is so difficult. But and that's Yusuf can actually do that if he starts from this very game against Pendel Insurance to pick up the goals. So
8 goals from 13 matches anywhere. Yeah, in what last like
is possible. So at the end of the day, we will see a very tough encounter.
I think it will end a draw.
That will end in a draw, possibly.
Exactly. Next match we go to the Flying Boys from Lagos, Remo Stars versus Shooting Stars. Remo just left their first position back to second with 23 points, and Shooting moved from 12 positions to 9 positions with 18 points. So for this, I think it's clear. Remo very powerful at home. Forget away.
Yeah, Remo Stars
very powerful at home.
Definitely.
So I don't think there's any chance for Shooting Stars in Lagos.
Shooting Stars is coached by one of the most experienced coach in the NPFL, Wengo Gumbote. He is very experienced. Well, the other day they gave him a contract extension. He extended his contract, I think, by 1 or 2 years. So I believe it's going to be a keenly contested. It's going to be tough because Wenger will not want to lose to a certain Daniel Ogumodede of Remo Stars. He will not want to lose that game. So it's going to be tough. Remo Stars always performing when they are playing in front of their home fans. They are always performing. So I believe this is a game Remo Stars will get a victory.
Great. I agree with you. They're poor travelers, but at home, very solid. This is where you call a fortress. The next match, but not the least, the 10th match of the week will be between Sunshine Stars and the currently the table toppers. They're just taking over from Rebel Stars, Rivers United. Sunshine is 13 with 6 points. Rivers United first with 25 points.
It's going to be a tough encounter. Rivers United, when you look at them, the last time, the last time they played, they got a 1-0 victory against Abia Warriors. It's really poor for them because Abia Warriors are trying to fight back and get something positive. But this time, Rivers United is going away. They played at home over the weekend, and now they are going away. It's going to be a little bit stressful and difficult. Sunshine Stars, we don't rule them out. In Akure, they are going to be very, very
difficult.
They will be a hard nut to crack. So Sunshine, they did not play. They rested. They trained very well. So you see that they have the energy.
Okay, they have a match. They're not playing back.
Yeah, they did not play against Enyimba because of the CAF Confederations Cup. But this time that they rested well, they ate well, they are prepared to face whatever comes in their way. And so Rivers United just coming from after playing their last game against Abia Warriors. So it's going to be maybe Finidi George should do some level of rotation so that he doesn't get mixed up with things. So I believe Sunshine Stars has the upper hand in this very game. Looking at the fact that they have rested, they didn't play over the weekend. They were supposed to play in Enyimba. Unfortunately, it did not happen because of the CAF Confederations Cup. So it's believed that they have no reason to lose the game against Rivers United.
Okay, I quite agree with you. I think this season it will be between Rebel Stars and Rivers United changing.
Title.
So all I know, I think by the end of week 14, Remo Stars will be top of the table, and Nasra United still at the bottom of the table. So this is where we'll be coming to the end of this show. Let's ensure we go out and watch these matches. These matches are on Wednesday, 4 p.m. across the fantastic stadiums in 9 fantastic stadiums across Nigeria. So we Nigerians, let's go out and support our teams. Get your jerseys. Support our own. This is our own. We should leave EPL for a while. Leave Champions League for a while. Let's go. 4 p.m., 4 to 6 p.m., you're back at home. Let's watch. And if you have not watched that at least free kick for Kano Pillars, ensure you go to YouTube or anywhere you get, go and watch that free kick. This guy is wonderful. 4 free kicks from 4 direct free kicks in a season. That is, we should praise our own.